So what kind of kid were you? Like, were you really into sports or music early on?
No, I was fascinated by the streets, hanging outside, the fast money, the women, the cars, the jewelry. You know, my friends went to go play basketball. I hung on the corner with the drug dealers and went to the store for them and went to count their money or put their stash away or, stuff like that. I went to go do a ride with them to go re up. So I never really was in the sport.
What age are we talking that this started?
9, 10.
Wow. So at 9, 10 years old, you're already in the streets doing these type of things. I know you're a parent, right? So could
Mm-hmm.
you, but does that ever trip you out? Like when you think, damn, when I was this age, I'm looking at my child, right? I'm like, when I was their age, I was doing this. Like, could you ever imagine?
Oh, I look at it now like my daughter's 13, and I remember at 13 I had a car and a crib, and I drive my daughter to school every day at 13. And 13 I was on the highway driving, so yeah, it's a big difference. I mean, completely.
Mhm. So at that time, what was so fascinating to you about the streets? Was it because you didn't have that proper male role model for you, or what like drew you to that?
I guess really not having your parents all the time with you. You know what I'm saying? You find other parents, and I think the older drug dealers and people outside became my parents. So I went home to just eat, but then I wanted to come outside with my family. So that's what drew me. That's what drew me to the streets. But when you don't really have a family, you're looking for love. You don't know where you're gonna get it from. So I got mine from the street.
Do you think that like they tried to take advantage of you in any way, like the OGs, or do you think that they were genuinely looking out for you?
They was looking out. I mean, because I'm still a little dude, so they're not gonna hurt me or nothing. But what it did do was, by the time I got to be around my peers, my age, I was already outgrown them. I. That's why I was always a boss because I hung around bosses, and then somebody that was my age. By the time we got 15, 16, I was taking over neighborhoods, and they were still workers because I already knew the advantage of being around the bosses.
Hmm. You were saying that because they call you the governor, right?
Hmm.
And so it makes sense because what you were saying about how you were able to be very diplomatic and facilitate so many things, um, for you, right? What was your main purpose of wanting to do that, though?
I guess just having a knowledge of like I felt like I was growing than everybody, and then like even dealing with the agents, it grew into more. So like if there was fights in the neighborhood, and I was able to be the middleman, the liaison, and break it up, then that's what I started doing young. And then as I got older, it'd be like two different neighborhoods are shooting at each other, and they don't even know why they're shooting at each other. They never talk to each other. So I would bring both of the leaders together and have them sit down and talk, and they realize they really didn't even have beef, or there'd be guys that get their jury taken, and and whether they want to pay for it or whether they want it back, I would be the person that'd be to talk to the person that took your chain and work something out.
Flush, you know you was getting that multicultural pussy. Do not lie, okay? You was getting
Yes,
samples. That's what you was getting.
yes, yes. Oh, I mean, that was the other advantage. That was the other advantage.
He was like, you know what? Tonight I'm feeling in the mood for Chinese. Let me go get some.
Yes, yes, yes. And it's all different. It could be Japanese, Korean.
Right,
It don't matter what it was.